Collingwood, never nice to be balled out in 35 overs. Are the guys in there pretty disappointed with that?
Yeah, of course. Look, it hasn't been our best day. It's as simple as that. We're always pretty honest in that dressing room, and of course the guys are disappointed. It does happen in Test cricket. One thing I would say is that I think we witnessed a pretty special, hostile spell of Test bowling today. It was great to watch. That's what Test cricket's all about, to have those kind of moments, the ebbs and flows, and I thought that the way that he really pumped his legs and got the energy out of the wicket and the bounce caused a lot of problems for us, and to get 3 wickets during that spell was it really broke us open.
That being said, sometimes when things happen fast, it's a spinning pitch, it's a lively bounce pitch. Is the feeling in the dressing room there that was the kind of pitch somebody could have got in on and kept him at bay for a bit longer than that?
Yeah, look, it's as you know, our mantra's always been soak up pressure when we need to, and apply pressure as hard as we possibly can when we get the opportunity. And sometimes, even when you're trying to soak up the pressure, you lose wickets. And I thought today we, even in defence, it looked pretty difficult with the steep bounce he was getting. He was getting movement back into the right-handers as well, which was causing problems. And as I said, it was actually great to watch. I'm glad I wasn't the one facing it, but sometimes you've got to take your hats off, and you don't see those kind of spells every day, and I thought that was a real standout one for them.
Was it a bit of a sickener for the fast bowlers to put a lot in to the first innings? They were kept out probably this morning a bit longer than they would like to, and then off you go, get the boots back on.
Yeah, I think when you've only got 30 odd overs of rest, it's not quite ideal, especially when the weather's been pretty hot. But the fast bowlers, as you know, they'll come back out and they'll toil away. It's difficult when that is the situation. Thankfully, it doesn't happen very often. We've got world-class batters who will still have belief that we can go out and chase whatever they get down, and of course it's going to be pretty difficult from this position, but you never say never, and there'll still be the belief in the dressing room that when you've got a side full of match winners like we do have, it only takes a couple of them to go out there and do something special. And I think also this is ground that is set up for something special as well. It's a fast outfield, obviously small boundaries as well. It'll take something special, but there'll still be the belief that we can break a record if we need to.
Hector and then Lawrence.
What was the talk around how you guys were going to use him this year, especially having seen Sander and how effective he was earlier this afternoon? Do you think he could have been used a bit earlier than he was today?
Yeah, look, Ben's always been the captain that makes decisions out in the middle. To try to take 20 wickets in a test match, and he'll use and look at the facilities and what's going on in the game and decide how we're best going to go about it. And so we're never going to question. He's got a pretty good record as captain, but it is a wicket that looks as though it could start turning a bit more, and I'm sure Bash will have a big role to play tomorrow.
Colin, I think the fact that the series is already in the bag, it's a 17th test of a long year, contributes in any way to the sort of mental state of the batsman today, or are you just outperformed?
No, I think we've been outperformed today. As I said, I think it's pretty easy to say those kind of things when it is the end of a long test season. We just want to go out there and play the kind of cricket and the approach that we normally do, and we don't look at the results too much. Of course, we always want to win, but as long as we go out and play in the style that we've shown that we can do over the last couple of years, and but no, the guys have been excited for this week more than anything else. It's not many teams come over to New Zealand 2-0 up against a high quality side and play in the manner that we have in the first two test matches, and outplayed New Zealand, and not many sides come over here and do that. So the excitement levels around this week have been there. So no, we've in many ways been in a position like this is a really good test for us as well, to see if we can go out, tomorrow, rebound from disappointing day today, and find ways to go and win this test match. And if we do, then it'll be the end of a very, very special test year.
Zach's always struggled since his injury in the summer.
Pardon the pun. Look, I think Matt Henry's in particular. He's had a struggle with him, the way that he nips the ball both ways. He uses that wobble seam, the accuracy that he's got. He's causing problems, and if he can somehow find a way to get through those kind of spells, whether it be counter punching, attacking, or soaking it up, then he's ready. He's ready to hurt someone. I can tell, just in the way that he's playing in the nets. He's actually hitting the ball really, really well. He's unfortunately finding ways to get out at the moment, and sometimes that happens. The one thing that we've always said with Zach right from the start is we're not looking for consistency with Zach. It's about match-winning moments and winning matches, and we know that once he gets in, and he can hurt teams, and hopefully the second innings will be the one. I've had it many times. It's awful. You keep, you're thinking about it. Not just when you're waiting to go into bed, but you're thinking about it away from the game. But one thing is, this team will get around Zach and find ways to take his mind off something like that. And that's the beauty about this team, is we try to actually calm the nerves, calm the anxiety. That's one big positive of what we do as a team. It's when someone's struggling, everyone gets around and hopefully make them feel better so they can go out there and perform.
We'll finish with Chris. Go ahead.
Colin, Ben's bowled more over this game than he has for a couple of years. How pleasing is it that he's actually back fully fit and a couple of wickets at the end of the day there as well?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge for us in terms of balancing sides. When you've got Ben as your fourth seamer, it's amazing that someone can come in and bowl mid 130s and either go to the bouncer plan or have the skills that he has, and being able to swing the ball both ways is crucial. So it's great that he's got his body back into a place that he can bowl as many overs as he feels he needs to. It's a huge positive for us moving forward.